Welcome to your weekly confidence boost. Today we're going to talk about inflation. Now, don't worry, I'm not going into financial markets. That's not my jam. But there is a parallel between inflation and your confidence. And you're going to see how to use that to benefit you in your life right now. So basically, inflation is a process where over time, the same amount of money, say for the United States, $1, buys less stuff than previously. And there's a whole host of things that, contribute to that and whether, make that happen and the rate that happens and blah, 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 blah. But basically, if you have a pile of cash under your mattress and your investment strategy is to sit on that pile of cash forever, there's going to be a cost to that. The money that you have, so you have $10,000 under your mattress, 10 years from now, or whatever, that $10,000 is going to be weaker. It's going to be worth less than if you'd done something else with it, right? Okay, so what does that have to do with confidence? Well, there's a similar process happening where when we let more and more of our life go by living in some form of avoidance, there's like an inflation to that. So if you avoid stuff for a week, not that big of a deal. If you avoid something for a month or 6 months, that's going to start to take more of a toll on you in your life. And if you avoid something for, as a lifestyle for most of your adult life, that's going to be severe. There's going to be major consequences to that. Now, similar, that's why I think the analogy is really interesting. Similar, you look at your pile of money and you're like, well, I still got money, everything, the change is slow over time. And you might not notice it. And it's the same thing with a life of avoidance. Is like the change is slow over time. But then all of a sudden, if you look back, say 5 years apart, your capacity to take action, your capacity to be bold, to be decisive, to speak up, to share, to confront, to be authentic, your power to do that is significantly weaker than 5 years earlier. So avoidance isn't just like, well, I'm not getting what I want in life and it's delaying a little bit. Actually, avoidance is weakening you. Avoidance is reducing your power to be able to connect in the way that you want, have the life that you want, the confidence that you want. Do you see the connection there? So it's not just a benign thing to sit on that and to wait and let things pass. I mean, you already get the pain of missed opportunities, and that sucks, right? But then there's another layer of inability. So we got to turn this thing around. And you already know this. If you're on my list, if you're watching these videos, then you know that this is something you got to shift. The question, though, is, know it? Do you know it up here, or are you doing it? Are you living it? Are you practicing it? Do you have a fire about, I got to do something here? Because if I don't, my life is going to degrade. And sometimes seeing where we're headed, seeing that cliff that we're going to drive off of is good motivation to wake us up and say, I'm going to do something different. So that's my invitation for you. What are you going to do different today? What action are you going to take? How are you going to speak up? Whatever it is you might avoid, what are you going to do today to lean into that and actually have that conversation or share it that way? Or just the smallest little thing. Maybe you wouldn't share what you love about somebody with them. Maybe you wouldn't share a word of appreciation. Maybe you wouldn't give someone a compliment. Maybe you whatever it is. It doesn't always have to be like direct conflict, like we're going to do this, we're going to fight. Although that's a form of confidence to be able to speak up for yourself. But, maybe the small stuff. Where can you work that in today? Fantastic. I look forward to hear about it. If you're not a member of Confidence Warriors already, go become a member of Confidence Warriors. Click down below and then share in that group about what you do, what you applied from this video, and everything else you're learning. Fantastic. Thanks for being with me today. And until we speak again, may you have the courage to be who you are and to know on a deep level that you're awesome. I'll talk to you soon.